Alright, welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore Season 3, Episode 11, I think, on day 362. In 2 Minecraft days, our world will officially be a year old, in terms of in-game days, of course. It's only like a couple weeks, maybe, in real life. But, since the last episode, I finished flattening down the plateau. I AFK'd overnight at the witch farm again. So this was like full of gunpowder almost, and this is what I have left over. And then at the same time, my farm down there was running, so we have a ton of sugarcane. A lot of sugarcane. It didn't actually fill up all the way overnight. It had had just started to fill up on this chest, but it hasn't been running recently. I'm gonna start running it again, just because I want lots of sugarcane for 1.16. But yeah, if I come over here, you guys are gonna see that it is officially beneath y equals 75. Yep. Here we go. If I can get on up here. Here we are. Wow. It took quite a while to do that. A few episodes, a few days for me. But all that's left now is to drain the rivers, and then blow up the island. Which, draining the rivers is what is like the only thing I have planned for this episode. But it's pretty much just going to be all me doing it off camera, because there's nothing interesting to watch of me draining rivers. So I don't honestly think that this is going to take very long. I should have this done by tomorrow night. Like, that river's pretty shallow there by the looks of it. This river's pretty shallow up until about here, and then it starts getting somewhat deep, but even then it's like not going to be a problem till I'm over there, which that part of the river might be my squid farm location. But a lot of squids are always spawning there, because when I'm up here, this is like the only stretch of river that can spawn squids in. But apart from the rivers too, I am going to be getting rid of these little ponds that are just kind of lying around, including that lava pit there. So this episode I might actually at least start to blow it up, unless I can think of something else to do. Maybe I can head back over to the farming village and do more work over there, since I haven't done any work, at least on camera, that I've shown you guys in a while. The only work that I've done over there is I finally finished the enchanting room and the nether portal room, as well as I did more work on the carrot field wall. But I think what I'm gonna do is I don't know if I have enough obsidian. I'm gonna head over to I'll cover that in water, get a bunch of obsidian from it, and I'm gonna find a place to mark out for a squid farm. I don't know if the squid farm I have in mind, I think it should fit over there, but I'm not entirely sure. I need a really big place to put the squid farm, and there aren't many places to do it. I could split up the farm into different sections and have like a section here, a section here, but doing that just doesn't work as well, and it will also take more obsidian to build. So I think I'm going to I'll bring you guys back when I find a place to mark out the squid farm, and then I can get to work on draining the rivers. Okay, so I found an issue. This thing is not fully inside spawn chunks like I thought it was. I don't think there's gonna be a spot here in this river that I can really make the farm in then. I mean, this is all just desert biome. If you see right above the day thing, it's all desert biome. And I need it to be river. I need, like, for the farm I have in mind, I need about an 8 by 21. I think it's either 21 or 23 spot in the water to build this farm properly. Maybe here? I doubt it. Wait. There's river here. So, how far back does this go? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't need the full 8 by 23 area because this farm is inside of spawn chunks. And because of that, it'll be running 24/7, making me think that I won't actually need the full effect of the farm. Oh, that's actually not a big spot now that I look at it over here. Huh. That's actually not much room. It isn't. It really is not much room. Maybe I could fit one in here. They seem to spawn a lot in this area. I'll do some more looking around, see if I can find a new spot. I think I found the best spot here. While it might not look like it is the best spot to have a river biome, or for an ink farm, it actually is. So, obviously we want the whole farm to be in a river biome, and while it doesn't look like it, if you look, I guess you can't see my mouse during my recording, so I can't do that, but straight to the left of my head, above the local difficulty line, you'll see that it shows what biome I'm in. And this is all river biome over here, except this corner up here has a few blocks that are desert biome, and then over here, there are like 2 blocks that are savanna, but everything else apart from that is river biome. So I'm going to mark out a perfect rectangle, and I can get this properly set up. Well, I'm not going to set it up yet, I just want to, because it'd be a lot harder to do this when I have the whole place blown up, because here I can just see the river and have something to go off of. But yeah, this is where there's going to be an eventual ink farm. And we can get, I'll probably, since I do need a lot of black concrete for this build, I'm probably going to be making this pretty soon once I finish the most part of spawn chunks, just so that I can have the whole, get all the ink, the black dye. I cannot talk. But I think I'm gonna start getting on with the draining of the river. I will update you guys here and there, just quick update to say, hey, this is what I have done. But other than that, I'm just gonna do pretty much all of it with almost no input or anything. I probably won't be recording for the most of it. Okay, so first progress update. I started over there and I've drained all the way down to there, and it's taken me 20-30 minutes, if that. So this is definitely not going to take nearly as long as I thought. In fact, I could probably get this done tonight. I'm going to still be up for another 3 hours-ish. And then after this river, it's just like that over there, and then some ponds. So I could definitely finish this up tonight, then start gathering the materials for the TNT duper, and then I can build it tomorrow and start work on exploding spawn chunks, which is insane to think that I'm doing this tomorrow. Like, in Season 2, I was working on spawn chunks for couple weeks, 3-4 weeks maybe, and I didn't even get anywhere close to being able to blow everything up because I had like a massive portion of spawn chunks was an ocean, so I had to drain that. So it's weird to think that I'm already this close to doing this shit. Wow, that's insane. So I'm gonna finish this up and meet you guys back to, well, I'll do a progress update once I have the rivers drained, and the pond's drained and stuff, so yeah, I guess I probably won't be that long till I see you guys again. Okay, so all of the rivers are drained. Every single one of them. So I started right beneath me here. I just followed the river up this way, and I came up all the way to here. Now, I know that some of this is outside of the spawn chunk ring, and that is because I basically know that if the TNT duplicator is coming right through here, one TNT could blow another one out here, and then if it blows up like some of the wall here or something, if I stopped it right here, it could blow up the wall, letting in water, which is not what we want. So I just decided to go past the edge a little bit, and then over here I finished draining out this river over here. Yeah, so I didn't have to drain like half of the river here, but I decided it'd look weird if I just have like a few pockets of water there, so I just decided to drain that whole part of the river. And over here, once again, a lot of this I wasn't planning on draining right here, but the river ends right there, it was anyways, so I decided to drain that as well to stop it from looking weird. And so now it's just the ponds. I'm gonna quickly knock out the ponds in a second. I just have some more of these thingies to smelt. And then after that, we're moving on to blowing up everything, which is insane to think again. But yeah, I'm just gonna crack on with this, and I will probably update you guys once I'm getting ready to build the machine, and then update you guys again when it's ready to blow it up. Okay, so I have a little platform laid out here, and this is going to be where the first bit of TNT is going to be, and it's going to be duped from this section. So the TNT is going to be dropped. This is the furthest line here, right? And then if I count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, so about here, I think, is going to be the second piece of TNT. So basically, the TNT is going to be, as you can kind of see how far away it is from this edge and how far away it is from that edge, and it's going to be about the same on the other side of spawn chunks. And so basically how it's going to work is it's going to fly all the way to that end, and every time it moves one block to the left, it's going to drop a piece of TNT here and about here, on every single block in that direction. And then once it reaches the end, it's going to move it a block to the left and send it back, and then there's going to be something here that sends it back to the right and goes in that direction. So that's how this is going to work. And then you may be wondering, okay, well, TNT doesn't blow up properly in water, so what about underground ponds and lava lakes and stuff? That's what I'm going to be doing, because if I believe spawn chunks is 336 by 336 blocks, and the person who made the video on this, Ray's Works, says that I think it was 256 by 256 areas. Takes about 18 hours for the machine to completely go through. So obviously I can't just like overnight it. I'd have to sit here longer. So I'm going to be following the machine and draining any water that I see in its path. So when it blows up an underwater pond, when it's out of the way, I'll quickly go in, use sponges to dry it up, and use sand on lava to get rid of the lava, to kind of make sure the machine has a way to, it can blow up stuff properly. However, obviously that's not going to completely cut it. That's not going to completely solve the issue, because there's going to probably be a lot that I cannot keep up with and I have to make sure that the machine is out of the way before I start draining. So it probably will take a couple go-arounds. I'll probably have to let the machine go across spawn twice, which could possibly take 2 full days of the machine running. So it's definitely going to be a while before you guys see this video, because I'm not going to be doing this on screen. Well, I will in a way. I have a special something planned for when I get this thing going. But I think I'm going to start just building the machine now, and I will bring you guys back for the initial launch of the machine, so you guys can be here to see it. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering where I got the dead corals, I think it was in episode 1 we found a little bit of coral, so I screenshotted the area of it, and I went back there, and I went back to that area, and I found a massive coral reef, so I actually hooked it up to a nether portal. So now on the nether roof, I have a path and a portal that goes to a coral reef. So yeah, that's where I got that. Well, everyone, the machine is finished, and it looks insane. So basically, you can see there's TNT duplicators here, right beneath me, and one right there. Oh, there's not a... That's an issue. I'm gonna have to fix that. But the machine, I think it is correct. The returning station's over there. It's gonna fly over there, and that machine's gonna move it to the left and send it in that direction. But I just noticed a slight mistake that I have to go ahead and fix real quick. Nothing too much, though. I just need a detector rail, some slime, that, and then some scaffolding. However, I am very, very triggered about something. So I was watching the video, and basically the guy who made the machine and who made the video on it, Ray's work is his name on YT. He said that if you want the TNT duper to blow up everything, including the little blocks in bedrock. Oh, I need a redstone block too. He said that if I want to get rid of every block but the bedrock, the lowest your TNT block can be at is 85. That is the lowest block it takes to... I don't have any more redstone blocks here. No, that's not good. That means I have to go all the way back home. But he said that the lowest your TNT can be is y equals 85. Which is great, right? Because that's what we decided to make the TNT duper at, and that's what I planned on. But last second, I decided, you know what? I want to make sure that he meant 10 blocks in between and not 10 blocks up from the ground, right? 10 blocks in between the machine and the ground, and not 10 blocks up from the ground, so 9 in between. And because of that, the TNT is at y equals 86. 1 block higher than it's supposed to be. And yeah, that's really annoying, but I decided to... Why did that stop? Okay, it didn't stop, it's just laggy. So instead of... I just realized this, by the way, because he said it at the end of the video. So I decided that instead of rebuilding it now, I can just rebuild it later. Because I'm going to have to rebuild it either way, right? No matter what, if that is true, I'm going to have to rebuild this machine. So I think I would rather hopefully get lucky in the fact that it does actually break every single block, even if it's 1 block higher than it's supposed to be, than just build it just to be safe, because I'm an idiot and I want to get this done with. But other than that, it should be ready to go. I actually need... No, I don't need that red... I'll keep it on me just in case, but I don't think I need that redstone block to activate the machine. I think I have to break one. But I think we're ready. I think we are ready to start this machine. It's crazy to think about. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I don't want to stand on the machine while it starts. So I'm going to go like here. So once I break this redstone block, it's going to start. However, while I might get frame lag, I'm going to have to bump my render distance up. Is that going to be good enough? Doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm going to have to go No, I'm going to have to go 2 chunks up to 22. And that should do it, because if this thing flies out of loaded chunks, it's going to stop, it's going to break, and I will most likely have to rebuild it. So I want to make sure that that returning station is in view so that if I'm in spawn chunks, it will always be loaded. And actually, no, I think because it is in spawn chunks, it will always stay loaded, but I'm not taking the risk. I'm not risking it. So here is the moment of truth. I'm gonna break this block and it should start. Yes. There it goes. Whoa. That launches farther than I thought it would. Look at it go, dude. Oh, it's loud, though. It's kind of loud. Gonna get a little further away. Yes, dude. We're finally doing it. We're finally blowing up spawn chunks, dude. I can't believe we finally got here. Oh, I hope the returning station and everything works now. But here it is. It stopped. I thought it blew itself up for a second there. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Please do not blow it up. Please. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, dude. Here we go. I did some testing in a creative world, and it didn't blow itself up, so I think we're good, but I'm just making sure. And we also have to watch when it gets to the returning station to make sure that it goes back properly. Yeah, it looks like it's working. I feel like at some point the TNT, or the machine, is gonna blow itself up. Just because that's my luck. And if it does that, I'll probably have to completely rebuild it from scratch. Let's check this devastation it's leaving behind. Wow. That's insane. It's really laggy, though. I want to turn my render distance back down, but at the same time, I don't want to risk it going out of render distance. Alright, let's see. Please. Yes! It worked! Oh my god. The machine fully works, and we're blowing up spawn chunks, dude. I can't believe we're finally doing it. I'm so excited, dude. Okay. I keep thinking it stops, but I think it's good for now. So, yeah, I think it is finally time to just shut up, buckle down, get to work. Well, everyone, Spawn Chunks is completely blown up. Well, almost. You may think, what the hell happened here? And why did I make such a big cut from this first half down to it being finished? Well, I basically it was about halfway done. I was like a little past this portal here. And I was like, okay, here's what I'm thinking. I was thinking, am I going to, because, actually, first of all, getting up to almost halfway took 6 days of progress, and I played like 3, 4, 5 hours every day. I think the least amount I played was 3, and then it sometimes went up to 5, maybe 6 hours every single day for almost a week. And so I was sitting there, I was like, am I gonna do this boring ass tedious work of draining lava lakes for another week? No, I didn't want to do that. So I figured that since I know the machine is going to have to go around Spawn Chunks twice, I was like, you know what, how about I just AFK overnight, let it go across, then I'll drain everything in between the runs, because like I said, it's gonna have to go back over anyways, so what's the point in getting rid of all the lakes as it goes? I don't have to. I just don't have to, because it's gonna be going again. So I figured that it'd be, even though it would be more kind of annoying with a monster like this, like I don't even know how there's so much fucking water here. I drained all the rivers. I don't know where this came from. There had to have been a bunch of ponds connected, but I figured that since I have to be rushed because the TNT duplicator might come by, and because it takes longer to drain the lakes when the machine is going, I figured that it might just be smart to let it go and then drain afterwards. So that's what I decided to do. And so yeah, I'm going to have to do a second run around, which I'm going to just do a bunch of draining here and there, and then at some point I'll just AFK a couple nights in a row and let the machine do a full go around. But yeah, it's still here. I just basically how I stopped it is the trigger to stop the machine is a redstone block to activate this piston. So I just kind of lined it up and put the redstone block here ahead of time, and then just in case I somehow messed up or it didn't work for some reason, I put this line of obsidian behind it to absolutely guarantee that it did not go further than where I wanted it to. So yeah, my original plan was to just my plan was just like, okay, I will just go ahead and I'll turn the machine back on in the other direction. But for some reason, I was completely forgetting about the fact that I can't just choose which way this machine goes. It only goes, since I built it in that corner to go in this direction, it will only go in this direction. I can't just say, okay, go this way now. So I will have to rebuild it. But I actually already did rebuild it. That is the second machine, actually, because I was like, when I went AFK, the machine kind of cut through this area, and it was like over there, and it blew itself up. Somehow it blew itself up. I don't know how, but it did. So, of course, the one damn time that I let it go on its own without me being here to watch it and drain lakes, it decides to blow itself up. But so yeah, I had to wait an entire another day, rebuild the machine, and then let it go again, and this is the result. It looks pretty crazy. Oh yeah, and so along the way, I started seeing faces in the walls. So over here, there's a dude in the wall that just naturally generated. This guy, his name is Dan. Some lag here. But yeah, this is Dan, and then you might have seen the other one. I made this one myself when I was bored. Right there. His name is Danny. So we have Dan and Danny just chilling on the walls. But yeah, this place is set up so if I sit in the exact center, no mobs should be able to spawn once all of this is gone, obviously. And as to what happened here, I have no clue, honestly. I was present in draining the lakes when the machine came through here, so I don't know why there's just bits here that stick out. I couldn't tell you why, honestly. But if we come around this bedrock here, you might be able to see, especially near the far edges of the place, that there are some blocks that survived. I did my best to just mine them as I went, but then after a while I just decided to not bother because, like I said, I knew the machine was going to be going a second go around, so I figured I could just build it lower. But, yeah, this is the current state of spawn chunks, and with that, it's finally time to end this episode. It feels weird to just be sitting here doing some commentary Minecraft videos again. It's gonna be weird starting up just the regular schedule of recording a video every night, editing it, and uploading it. But this place is looking insane. It's gonna look even better once I get all the little stuff out, and then once this is finished, I'll turn up my render distance so we can look at it without the weird fog. But yeah, with all that out of the way, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.